Have you ever heard the English idiom, beat around the bush? This phrase has nothing to do with bushes or beating anything. It's a colorful way of saying that someone is avoiding the main point or not speaking directly about a topic. It's often used when people are trying to avoid uncomfortable or sensitive subjects. Now, you might wonder, what does beating bushes have to do with avoiding the point? Well, for that, we have to travel back in time, way back to the 14th century. In those days, hunting was a popular pastime. However, instead of confronting their prey directly, hunters would beat around the bushes to drive the animal out into the open. This indirect approach to hunting gave birth to the phrase we use today when someone avoids getting to the point or addressing an issue directly. Consider a scenario where you need to tell your friend that they're not invited to a party. It could be a tough conversation, right? You might not want to hurt their feelings, so instead of saying it directly, you might beat around the bush. You might say, "Oh, it's just a small gathering, only family," or "I'm not sure when it's happening." In these examples, you're avoiding the main point, which is that your friend isn't invited. On the other hand, there are times when it's important to get straight to the point. This means speaking directly, not avoiding the subject. Say you're a doctor and you need to deliver a diagnosis. It's probably best to get straight to the point. You might say, "I'm sorry to tell you this, but the tests show that you have cancer." Now, how to use it in conversation? Imagine your friend keeps talking about the weather when you know they want to ask you for a favor. You might say, "Stop beating around the bush and just ask me." Or, if your boss needs an update on a project, they might say, "Don't beat around the bush, just tell me if it's done or not." It's important to note that different situations call for different approaches. In some scenarios, like when delivering sensitive news, it might be better to beat around the bush a bit to soften the blow. However, in a professional setting where time is of the essence, getting straight to the point is often appreciated. To sum up, understanding when to use beat around the bush and when to get straight to the point can enhance your communication skills significantly. Both phrases serve important functions in language, helping to navigate social interactions more effectively.